robot.
He's holding. Oh! Can you put the Minecraft head on top of him somehow?
In the end of 2020, we were visiting family in Arizona, and Jameson was kind of lethargic. It was getting progressively worse. He was getting on and off fevers that would last, a day or two. Noel took him to the hospital. They did some blood tests, and they said that he needed to be transported to Loma immediately. They sat us down and they gave us Jameson's diagnosis. He had pre-B-cell ALL leukemia. They wanted to start treatment right away.
We did the entire 2 years of treatment, only leaving the house pretty much to go to clinic and come home.
Let them all hear it.
With leukemia, after you ring the bell, it's not over yet. We noticed that some things were off with Jameson. They did all kinds of tests.
He was trying to walk and just crying, saying that he's in pain. And I said, where? He said, everywhere.
Yeah.
We were seeing symptoms, and signs that just didn't add up.
You're making silly faces like Porky.
It was a very rare type of relapse.
I know Jameson for a long time. So initially diagnosed with a type of leukemia. We call it acute lymphoblastic leukemia, the most common type of leukemia we see in children in that age. Relapse can happen. It's rare. It is not common. Maybe 5-10% of the patient relapse. We started back on treatment.
Okay, sit up.
Chin up.
And then put your hands in your palm. With relapse treatment, the chemotherapies are stronger. The side effects began immediately.
Mm-hmm. You were washing his hair, and it was just falling off, in just like in a day.
It was really hard.
Which is Lottie's big sister, which this one's 8.
I think the last week of his radiation, we ended up going inpatient at that point. The side effects were just so much.
Yeah.
When leukemia come back or you have getting chemotherapy, your immunity is very low. And when your immunity low, you can easily get infection. Sometimes can be very serious because they don't have any white blood cells. That's the most important thing that's fighting infection.
You learned very quickly to stay away from people, that germs were everywhere. And we isolated, we homeschooled, we changed everything about our lives.
It is affecting the family. I always think about family is not just that patient and the mom and dad. They have other kids and they affect their life.
Wait, what? I hear it.
But I can do the S because I'm blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have...
My heart is so full right now. It's really nice.
They haven't been able to be together, like physically, and play with the same toys and, share an experience as simple as Scrabble or Legos or anything like that. It's really nice. He's endured so much and he's come through so strong. He's positive. He's always positive. Because he was diagnosed at 4 years old, his kind of perception of how life is supposed to be is this is normal to him. So he doesn't see this as, missing out on a childhood. He's just a bundle of joy, and he tries to share that, with the other kids around him and stuff. So it's pretty impressive.
One local boy who was fighting for his life after being diagnosed with leukemia. He had to keep his distance since chemotherapy has compromised his immune system. Much of his time is spent at Loma University Medical Center. The event, as well as a GoFundMe.
We had this roommate, this little boy named Charlie, and Jameson was a little shy at the time, and he was like, "Mom, I really want to meet our new friend." He's like, "Can you find out what's his favorite toy?" And so I went over and I asked him, and he said trains. And so Jameson drew him a picture of a train. And at that point, the boys wouldn't talk to each other, but they would draw each other pictures and they'd hand it to each other. By day 2, Charlie and Jameson were like best friends. They leaned on each other. It was just a really special time.
Wait a minute, I want to pass the builder stuff. You can pass this. I don't mind. I met a friend named Charlie. It's really sad, but sadly he passed away from cancer, sadly. And he was like my best friend. And I got something that reminds me of Florida, and I was gonna give it to Charlie. And it was like a real diamond, and I was gonna give it to Charlie. And then right after that day, I found out he sadly passed away.
It was just really hard to tell our child like that Charlie's no longer here. Like those are just conversations you should never have to have. He's just a light. He was positive and happy, and that was a tough one.
Emergency room.
We do something, we call it spinal tap or lumbar puncture. We get some fluid to be sure that the leukemia is not there, but at the same time we give chemotherapy directly injected through the spinal fluid.
All done. You're a pro. Good job, bud.
So what are you going to be for Halloween?
A spaceman.
Space, all right. Leukemia is everywhere in the body. We want to support or prevent the leukemia goes to the brain, or if it is there, to start treatment.
That one first. This is for Jameson Craigwell, methotrexate 12 milligrams, and 6 mLs of normal saline. Infuse 6 mLs. To match the other.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go ahead and close the door, okay?
You okay? You?
Can we put your legs straight? Just fix
You
it.
feel like sitting up?
You good?
Yeah, you can sit up.
Can I eat?
You can. You're all done. We started January 2021. It's a long time. We're on like day 1050 now. You learn a lot about this stuff going through this process. This is going to affect us for the rest of his life, like our lives. We're very blessed to witness the things that we have witnessed with Jameson and to see how strong he is, but also how resilient he is and how he doesn't let things faze him. When we were in the hospital, Jameson said, "Mom, it's okay. We can do hard things." That just kind of stuck. And so it was just like, okay, we can do hard things. Like this is our motto.
The kids are amazing. If you build that kind of trust and friendship with the kids and the family, that is amazing. It's amazing. It is like become one of my member of my family.
The gifts that he would be given that were just surplus, he would love to give those to kids at the clinic. Every year now, we get a big old bin filled with toys and we'll take it over to either the hospital or the clinic and just deliver toys to other kids and let Jameson pass them out.
Mom, do you think Charlie's on this?
You might be. We need to give them your picture too.
Oh, yeah. Since his diagnosis, we've really prioritized family time, just intentional with our time with each other.
He will ring the bell again July 2025. We're confident. We're continuously praying. It's just one day at a time. About 6 more years left of this.
When we come to 5 years, we say that you cure of the disease. But I see my patient 10, 15 years down the road, and still they come. I like to see them, and they like to see me, I guess. So that's the rewarding part of my practice.
Whoever's watching this who has cancer and all the nurses, I know you can do hard things.